secretary of the BMW Car Club Foundation, but I was the past treasurer of the Lone Star chapter for like 11 to 13 years. I can't remember how many years, but been a member of the car club since 1982. But recently, the BMW Car Club, the national organization, has started doing, set up an award program. And one of the awards is for members or clubs, I believe, but Friends of BMW CCA is the name of the award, and it just has started this year. So the award is for members who far exceed I guess the contributions of a typical member, and to the extent that they should be recognized, and that the fact that his or her colleagues consider the member to be a candidate proves the suitability of the candidate. The Recognition Program Committee, which is a national committee, will judge each candidate based on multiple criteria, which will include, but not be limited to, the following. Demonstration of outstanding enthusiasm, passion, and dedication to the club, investment of time, talent, and/or energy in the club, and demonstration of continual effort to improve and enhance the club experience. We have just such a member with us tonight. Dr. Leo Newland has served the BMW community in various volunteer capacities since 1970. Early 70s. He began his passion for all things BMW with the purchase of a 2002 in 1971. Shortly afterwards, he was a charter organizer of the Lone Star chapter that we're members of, that would serve North Texas. And then he held various executive posts in that chapter over the years. He's a lifetime member of BMW Car Club of America. Was it this past year, 2015 or 2014? He was awarded, 2014, he was awarded the Friends of the Mark honor by the BMW Club's International Council. 10 years, Leo served on the national board at various times as board secretary, zone governor, or regional vice president. During his tenure, he contributed 7 years to the BMW National Budget Committee and 2 years to the Rondell Editorial Advisory Committee. He organized the Driver School Conference and the first BMW Newsletter Editors Conference. He was also served 8 years as the America's coordinator for the participants in the International BMW Ring, all the people that went from North America to the Nürburgring for that annual school. Leo was the person that organized that for those folks, the trip and everything, the cars that they were going to be driving. And then in April of 2002, Dr. Newland was a founding trustee of the BMW Car Club Foundation. And you probably discussed the foundation many times, but the BMW Car Club of America gave the initial seed money to form the foundation. And so Leo is one of the only 2 original trustees with continuous service on the board since its inception in 2002. I happen to be the other. And then life outside of BMW. Let me back up. He was in 2000. So the foundation was formed in 2002. In 2004, Leo was the president of the foundation for 12 years. 10 years? Okay, 12 years. So outside, Leo is at 42, 43 years as a professor at TCU.
47.
47 years professor.
But who's counting?
But who's well, this barely comes out of my mouth, but he's got a bachelor's degree from Texas A&M. And his master's and PhD are from the University of Wisconsin-Madison. That's pretty good. Leo's also served on the the editorial advisory board for the Journal of Toxicology and Environmental Chemistry. and was recently appointed to the Board of Advisors for the Waste Technology Institute at the University of Augsburg, Germany. So it's an honor for me to present to Leo. Get it open. Get it unwrapped. The Friend of BMW Car Club of America Award.
Thank you very much. Well, it's certainly BMW has always been part of my wife and also my wife's life as well. Been forced upon her at least in many cases, but she's come along and has enjoyed many things we've done with Lone Star chapter. Not done as much of recent years because of my involvement in the national chapter, and so, or not the national chapter, in the national organization, so I haven't had as much time, and then with school, it's just not always possible to make the 50 or so mile trip from Southwest Fort Worth over to Dallas for some of the meetings, so, but it's truly an honor to get this, and it recognizes some of the things that the chapter has done and progressed over the years. When we first started, actually, we met in Fort Worth the very first time, initial meeting. There were only 28 people there, and we had to have 25 to sign the original petition to become a chapter of the BMW Car Club over there. And so we had 28 signatures, and so we grew from that to the more than 1,500 members that we have now. You may not realize how large this chapter is. It truly is become a extraordinary organization, and a lot of it's the hard work of your current officers that organize meetings and tours. So I did that for many years, and it becomes a joy. It certainly is work at times, but it also is very pleasurable work. And so I encourage you, especially if you're new to the organization, to participate in some of the organization's tours are an easy way to get to know people in a little bit different light. And Mark and the tour master have been putting on quite a few tours, so I encourage you, if you've not been on one, to try that. But John, thank you very much. That was a rather long-winded and bloated.
I tend to be.
and bloated explanation, but I've been around a long time, and you just can't have to have a few things happen along the way.
All right, it's more than that.
Thank you very much.